Today, the defendants are being held accountable for their actions.
First at 6, Ahmaud Arbery's 3 killers sentenced to life in prison. Only one will have the chance of parole.
Let's get straight to CBS 46's Haley Mason, who's live in Brunswick. And Haley, you heard from Arbery's family. You just spoke with them just a little while ago.
Yes, Rick, I just spoke exclusively with Ahmaud Arbery's mother as she reflected on this day of testimony that was emotional yet powerful in this sentencing hearing. The family realizing that one chapter is closing in the criminal case as the men convicted of murder in Ahmaud Arbery's case will now spend the rest of their lives in prison.
He left his home apparently to go for a run, and he ended up running for his life.
After more than a month in the Glenn County Jail, Gregory and Travis McMichael and William Roddy Bryan were sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Ahmaud Arbery.
State's position is he and his son still believe they didn't do anything wrong, and that is a lack of remorse or empathy.
Judge Timothy Walmsley making the ruling in line with the prosecution after a day-long hearing.
Ahmaud Arbery was then hunted down and shot. And he was killed because individuals here in this courtroom took the law into their own hands.
The McMichaels will serve life in prison with no possibility of parole. Bryan will be eligible for parole after serving at least 3 decades. Judge Walmsley saying Bryan displayed concern and remorse about what happened.
She said when they could not scare or intimidate him, they killed him.
He took the time to actually address them one by one, especially he took quotations from all 3 defendants, and he addressed them one by one. I mean, that spoke volumes.
Arbery's mother told the court she promised her son when she laid him to rest that she would find justice. She spoke with me exclusively after the verdict.
Today when I was addressing the courts and I was talking to Judge Walmsley, I knew that he was paying attention. I knew that he was listening to the things that I was saying.
The McMichaels and Bryan did not give statements of their own in court, remaining silent because they have a federal hate crimes trial approaching in February. Judge Walmsley indicating, though, he did not see remorse from the McMichaels, noting they turned their backs and walked away after shooting Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery's death should force us to consider expanding our definition of what a neighbor may be and how we treat them. Assuming the worst in others, we show our worst character. Assuming the best in others is always the best course of action.
And while this is the end of the criminal trial, the defendants will be back here in court again in the federal courthouse, where the Department of Justice will try to prove that the killing of Ahmaud Arbery was racially motivated. And we'll continue to bring you that coverage as well and have more on this day of court later tonight on CBS 46 and Peachtree TV. But for now, I'm reporting live in Brunswick, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Haley, thank you.